Hey everybody, it's Queen Jelly here, and welcome to or welcome back to the Toy Box. This is a doll and toy themed YouTube channel meant for adult collectors like myself. With that being said, today's video is going to be the start of our Hauntlywood Mysteries unboxing, which is very exciting. You guys voted in the polls that I've been posting to decide what doll to unbox next, and this time was all three of the Hauntlywood Mysteries dolls. So how we do it with these series where I have all of them like this is I record individual videos for each of the dolls, and then at the end of the week I'll be posting a compilation video just combining all of the separate videos into one. We are going to start with least to most excited. So today we're going to be starting with Clawdeen Wolf. I am still very excited about the series. One thing I'm excited about this series is that there's no Draculaura. It is three other girlies getting a chance to shine, so I'm very excited about that. But yeah, there's not too much to say up front. I think most of it's going to be said as we do the unboxing. So thank you for watching so far, and I will see you on the desk. All right, so we are now on the desk with our Hauntlywood Mysteries Clawdeen Wolf. I will say that this is one of my least favorite versions of the reveal, which is probably why I've procrastinated unboxing all of the ones from this series, because I still also have the garden ghouls to unbox that were in this like reveal style case. So I'm just putting that out there. This one I actually purchased at Walmart for $18. And then I found them at a Walmart for $12. So I did actually get Frankie for the $12. The Clawdeen was $18. I may see if I can get the difference back. However, it's Walmart, so they're not as easy to get that. Like as if like Target's usually really good about returning the difference. So we'll see. But as of right now, I paid $18 for her. Here on the back is the image of the three dolls in the series. So we have Caddy, Frankie, and Clawdeen. As I said in one of my other clips that I filmed, no Draculaura, which is really awesome and very rare for Monster High. As much as I love Draculaura, it's really nice to see a line that's not Draculaura and Friends. So very exciting lineup here. Again, not a Draculaura hater, just a Draculaura burnout. Even though with the last series of these that we did, my favorite from that whole series was the Draculaura. So like I said, not a hater, just I like to see them not always in every single line. I don't think there's much else to say. Obviously the box is very purple because it's Clawdeen, but I think we are good to just go ahead and go straight to the unboxing. So this is nice. The instructions are right here on the outside, which I feel like with some of these ones, the instructions are kind of hiding. So I feel like you're already like halfway done before you figure out what you're supposed to be doing. But it shows you the different bags and what's in them, how to use the stand clips. And this side says search for clues, find the charms, assemble and reveal. So if you use this, you can see like the skelette here. We have a paw, like maybe like a purse, a star with a skull in the middle, and a stage piece. So this is the three parts that we use to put together to make the lift to reveal our doll. So if we go into this side here, we find two bags. Again, this is pretty similar to the Popstar line, which I have opened the Abby and the Cleo from that line. Okay, so in this one we have this step here, which is again part of our pieces that we use to reveal our Clawdeen. A bar here, this kind of looks like a nail, but this is going to go here in the side and make a closet, so you can hang the included hangers here on the side. Which I do like this part of it, the little closet part, and I do like that there is an area, at least there was on the previous ones. Where do they connect? Oh yeah, here they are. Okay, these little hearts here. So this is where the waist clip will go. So this is the closest we've gotten to getting stands for the dolls. So I will say I do like that, but I don't know. It's just my least favorite way that we've done the reveal. In this bag, we have her half moon sunglasses. We have a necklace with a wolf on it. We have a waist clip, like I said, that has this heart shape. So this can stick in any of these 6 holes, depending on where you want the doll to stand at. And this is another piece for our clip. So this connects right here. Click. And then we're looking for the pendant that goes here in the middle. And then we have a golden purse with tassels on it. I do like the black accents here. And then, of course, the handle is the phases of the moon. There's a wolf. And like I said, those tassels. It is only printed on the front, but it is a different sculpt on the back, which I always like. And then we can go to the other side of the closet. And we have 2 more bags. So we'll start with this one. This one's quite large. Okay, so here's the extra outfit pieces. Okay, I thought it was a little hip sack with a zipper. It's not. It's a little maybe a strapless top, I believe, from the cut of it. It's either a mini skirt. It's probably a mini skirt. Let's be honest, it's a mini skirt. And then this is another skirt. It has moons and stars on it, and it's mostly sheer. And then we have this jacket that has kind of like a cheetah pattern on it that is sheer sleeves with a gold body and then a fur collar. And then we have some purple shoes, again with some golden wolf tassels on them. We'll look at these closer up on the doll, but they do have some chain details on the heels and on the bottom of the shoes. And our last bag. Oh, I forgot. This is the series that has the extra hands. So we have a flat hand and a half a heart hand. We have a microphone for her to hold. Kind of looks like more like a news reporting microphone rather than like a pop star, like singer microphone. And then we have a gold star. This is the emblem that goes here in the middle and clips in like that. And then this will all attach there. Oh no, what just rolled away? Okay. And then we have a tiny bracelet with stars and moons on it. And another tiny bracelet with stars and moons on it. All right, so now we can clip this into here and it will slide up our doll. This piece back here is so that you can redo the elevator. Much better. All right, so now let's take a closer look at her face now that I've moved my light over. So unfortunately her hair is very stiff and very boxy, but it does have this really cute gold tinsel in it. There also appears to maybe be like a white tinsel in it. I'm not sure if that's just the gold with kind of having like intermittent flakes, so it kind of looks whitish, or if that's intentional. It does appear that she has the original sculpting, so there are little spots where her piercings go, but they are not pushed all the way through. She has little baby hairs printed on her forehead, her brown eyebrows. She has a brown wing that goes all the way up past where her eyebrows are, which I think is really cute. She has this really pretty gold eyeshadow here along with a thick black wing. Her eyes are kind of almost reddish with the, of course, wolf eye in the middle. She has a purple under eye. She has freckles all the way across, and then her lips are lined in like a deep plum, and then her lips are painted in a lighter purple, which I think is a really pretty look on her. I just love the faces in this series, at least from what I've seen. Obviously, like I said, this is the first one I've opened, but I have seen images of them and their faces are just absolutely beautiful, which makes sense that they were totally going for a Hollywood glam, and I think they really nailed that with the faces. All right, so if we go down here, we have a chest piece. It is all gold. It looks like it's made out of chains. We have what appears to be like a little skullette here, some dangles. This is quite large and kind of bulky. I'm not sure if she will keep it on, but there it is. She has a purple belt with, of course, stars and moons on it and chains. This feels like it matches those purple shoes that we pulled out earlier pretty well. There's a little clock down here hanging from the bottom. Underneath, she has on a full black dress that looks almost like zebra stripes with some gold stitching going through it. I will take a look at that without the accessories on top of that in a little bit. On her arm, she is wearing faux gloves. So the hands are made in a purple plastic with gold detailing on it. So you have some chains here, a star, as well as wearing some rings on top of the glove. And then a sheer fabric going up to just under her armpits. It is again a faux glove, so it's not attached at either side, but it's meant to look like kind of like an opera glove. On this hand, we have a very similar design with slightly different rings. That is why they come with the replacement hands. So if you wanted her to not have gloves on, you have regular hands as well, which I think is a really nice touch, especially because these are the mix and match dolls that are designed for you to redress. I do like that they have additional options, again, like having the neutral hands. And then we have black boots with these large gold pieces on, which do appear to be removable, so that again you can accessorize differently. The boots look to be kind of like a alligator skin type of material with a black trim at the top. Let's see, soles have a star with a skelet in the middle. And then the bracers that go on the outside are gold and have wolves and chains all around them. I do actually think these are really pretty and add a lot to the shoe. I will say that I'm noticing several different tones of gold in here. We have kind of this like white gold and then like a regular gold color. So that's kind of an interesting choice. But again, I know that Frankie has both silver and gold, so they definitely were trying to go for like multiple different tones here. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get some of these other accessories on Clawdeen, and we can take a second look at them on the doll. Now, with the way these are designed, because this is a dress, apparently we're supposed to layer the other pieces on top because there's no separate shirt. So we are supposed to just layer these skirts on top of the existing dress. That makes sense with one like this that's pretty sheer. We'll see how it looks with this one here. But this is what the dress looks like without anything on top of it. It has this gold embroidery going down the dress, which is really nice because it really adds to the fitted look and really adds some shape to this otherwise very simplistic design. It does Velcro in the back. So here she is in another like option. I put the jacket on, I put the neutral hands on, as well as some of the more white gold accessories. I really like this one. My biggest gripe is I really wish this was a top and not a dress, because it really, the way that you have to make sure that this is very specifically placed on her to match the end, because either you have this extra gap down here at the bottom, which could be a choice, or you kind of have to have this skirt sitting really low on her hips in order to cover up the hemline. I can see a lot of different play options with this doll, considering as you have like the all purple variant or this mostly gold variant that I have her in right now. So I do like that these again are mix and match, and this one feels very much aimed at that. I do feel that the mix and match sometimes do suffer because sometimes they don't necessarily think of these outfits as one connective thing, where some of the other dolls that don't have the additional accessories are a little bit more cohesive. One thing that I really like about the Monstrous Mysteries or any of these other mystery collections is that customization possibility. Unfortunately, of course, there's pros and cons to everything. It does mean that the outfits don't feel as cohesive, or some of the pieces may not feel as strong as others. However, I do like having the ability to decide how I display my doll. Of course, everyone always has the ability to decide how they display their doll, but because I collect all of G3, I like to keep my dolls relatively in what they came with. It's very rare for me to mix and match unless it is specifically a duplicate, and the only ones that I really have duplicates of as of right now are Frankie and soon to be Caddy Noir, because I did find her at a really good price for a duplicate. However, for the most part, my dolls are just displayed in what they come with. So one of the few times that I get to like play around and decide what I like them to wear is with these mystery collections. So that's something that I really enjoy. Personally, I'm really digging this look on her right now, but I will be interested to see what her like almost all purple design is. This specific collection, especially looking at like the pictures, is definitely meant to be a very excessive line, a very accessorized line, very like throwing everything at the doll at once type of design. So I can see how this isn't for everyone, but I do really like it, especially because again, you can really play it up or play it down depending on your personal taste, which is something that's really nice with these specific types of dolls. So again, this is one of the looks. This is kind of the more gold look on Clawdeen. Now I'm going to go ahead and pause again, and we will put on some of the purple accessories. All right, and now I have what I'm calling Purple Power Clawdeen. I definitely feel like I will probably add some more accessories to this if I were to display her with the mostly purple accessories, because all of the accessories are in the gold or the off gold or the white gold color. But I just wanted to show you here with the gloves on. This is how the other skirt fits. It kind of has a V here, and then again this like fuzzy trim. And then these shoes were actually really hard to get on. They are very, very rubbery. They're really cute once they're on, but they definitely aren't super like firm. So these obviously, like you can see how much these chains here wiggle, so they wouldn't be able to put like any weight on them. Not that you really need to be concerned about that. Obviously it's a doll on a stand, but I'm just letting you know that they are a very, very soft, flexible rubber. And then here is the bottoms. So it looks like we have a eye here, probably supposed to be Clawdeen's eye, and then this is their signature. And I do like that it is kind of framed in this like photo or like film frame here on the sides. So my ring light just overheated. Hopefully it's not dead because that one is relatively new. But we're gonna just have to finish out this video without it. So I do apologize for the minimal lighting. Thankfully we were able to at least get most of the video done before that happened. But yeah, I am very excited to see what she looks like once I'm done like playing around with the different accessories. I do think I prefer more of the gold tones. However, I really love these gloves, but I do also like to keep my dolls, when they come from the same series, I like to keep them looking slightly different and not necessarily have them all wearing the exact same matching accessories. So depending on how I like the other dolls will kind of determine whether or not Clawdeen wears the gloves or has the standard hands, and we'll kind of play around with it from there. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about Clawdeen for now. Like I said, I will be sharing what they look like at the end of the compilation video, so make sure you tune into that one if you would like to see my final decisions. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow for the Frankie video. Bye.